over Kyle when he crosses the street. Regardless of how sick he feels, Kyle manages to make it home and rushes to the balcony for fresh air. Suddenly Kendra appears behind him, revealing she's a real witch. She grabs Kyle's arm and a tattoo of a tree appears on it as she curses him, saying Kyle has a year to find someone to love him. Flowers appear on the tree while Kendra explains that after the year is up and the flowers bloom again, if he hasn't received words of love he'll get stuck like this forever. When she steps aside, Kyle sees his reflection in the window and is devastated to discover he's become a monster. There are scars, tattoos, and metal on his face, also his eyebrows are now the words embrace and suck. As Kendra disappears, Kyle takes off his shirt and notices the rest of his body is in the same condition. A few hours later, Rob arrives and discovers Kyle is sitting in the dark. Rob is confused and turns on the lights at the same time Kyle accidentally breaks a mirror trying to stop him. Horrified, Rob takes Kyle to the best doctor in the city, who explains Kyle is perfectly healthy and yet his skin won't change no matter what they do. Rob keeps begging for a solution like a face transplant, saying they would risk everything. Realizing his father is only thinking about himself, Kyle runs back to the car in anger. The next day Rob takes Kyle to live in a private house outside the city and even hugs him. Then Rob leaves for work and never comes back, so Kyle has to deal with the fact his only companion is now Zola. His friends at school were told he went to rehab, but as weeks pass they wonder if it was true and even theorize he's actually in jail. Kyle tries to keep himself busy with exercise and the internet, but he's hit hard by depression and his father constantly canceling on him. As the weather changes, so does his tree tattoo to match the season. One day a blind man named Will arrives at the house. It turns out he's a tutor sent by Rob so Kyle won't fall behind in his education. When Kyle tries insults and sass, Will just throws the same back without hesitation. Kyle also goes on a rant about his dad hiring a blind guy but Will doesn't let it bother him. That night, Kyle watches Rob's show, still feeling hurt. He asks Zola about her kids and is jealous of how much she loves them. Then Kyle calls his dad and leaves a message in his voicemail to cancel their meetings, saying it's time to stop pretending. To deal